Salmon Weir. It marks the beginning of a section of river dear to many. Aoin na Gaillimhe, as it's known in Irish, translates to Galway River, and is actually where we get the name for the city. Known in English as the Lower Corrib, this short but fast section through the city reaches high flows each year in the rainy winter of the Irish west coast. Combined with a long history of civil works that have altered the course of the river over the last few centuries, it offers a unique training ground for a variety of kayaking disciplines. The man himself. The Salmon Weir is one of the more technically challenging features on the river. It was originally built to control the levels of Lough Corrib upstream in an attempt to prevent the frequency and severity of flooding. There are 16 gates on it, and depending on the number that are open, the feature that is present changes quite dramatically. It's not runnable in low water, but has a few fun moves with higher flows. Due to the rebar and fish gates downstream, you really don't want to end up out of your kayak in the river here. Definitely not for beginners, but I hope that goes without saying.
my paddle! It's such an obstacle course in river at this level.
Lucky guy. Hey Rob, what are you doing?
Here, we're on the Corrib. We're surfing some lovely waves. We've got O'Brien's right side and left side in. We've got a big guard up on the bank. Yeah, it's all good.
Alright, show me what you got.
I'll give it a go anyway.
I think a lot of people don't really understand what kayakers are doing when they see them on the Corrib. Are they trying to paddle back upstream to the top of the river? Not exactly. While it certainly can look like that, you can actually surf waves in a kayak similar to the way people do on ocean waves. Looks like a workout. Wow. I think people have become aware of the power of moving water these days, and some of them might think it's quite dangerous to be in the water the way we are. Of course, water sports are not without their inherent risks, but the Corrib is generally considered to be a fairly playful river for those with a little experience on whitewater. Due to the walled-in nature of the river, the standing waves that form slowly sway from left to right. The trick to staying on the wave is to keep an eye on the crest of the wave that is upstream of you, as its position will dictate the direction that the waves are moving. Sometimes it's fun to just blast down the river and have fun on the waves as you're going down. It's easy to lap the river in high water, as long as you're happy to carry your boat back up each time. The final section, near the mouth of the river, is known to locals by the very creative name, the Rapids. It's hard to know how this name stuck, but it might be due to the highly dynamic nature of this part of the river. The rapids are closely linked to the rise and fall of the tides. In fact, most of the lower Corrib is affected by the tides to some extent, but it's less noticeable the further upstream you go. One of my favourite things about the lower Corrib is the diversity of boats that you can use here. From playboats to GP boats, creekers to half slices, each style has its own pros and cons. It's just up to you to make the most out of what you've chosen for the day, and if you ever get bored, you can always switch it up and put yourself out of your comfort zone again with a different type of boat. What do you reckon? Probably runnable.
I think it's like 70% runnable.
Yeah. Double drop has only relatively recently joined the staple of whitewater options available in the city. Before 2016, a large lock gate was in place here, used historically to allow boats to travel up and down the canal. In 2015, a report determined that the structure of this lock gate was no longer sound, and it was therefore disassembled for preservation. A two-tiered waterfall formed in its place, and has become a new classic ever since. On rare occasions, another lock gate downstream at the Claddagh Basin is opened, which causes the second drop to become about twice as tall.
is going on, boys? Yeah. Oh man.
Oh well. At least you got Luke.
We clearly cannot, in this short film, show you examples of all the different types of program which we broadcast. They're astonishingly varied, but here's an impression of some of them.
Well, that's all I have for you folks. But, as is often the case with these kinds of projects, there's still a fair bit of footage that I couldn't quite fit into the main part of this video. I hope it still provides some entertainment here at the end. Enjoy.
New Waka 2021 cooled seat.
Terrible shoulder.
did he hit? What was that?